DeAndre, I'm going to help you out, right? DeAndre, you listening to me? I'm going to help you out, okay? You know, we are giving a countdown so we know what's going on and we're ready. And he says 30 seconds and then just say 8, 7. DeAndre, I'm going to have a word with you. All right, so our next guest is very passionate about plants, animals, and the environment. He will even come to your home to remove unwanted pests. You know, we never know this before. So some persons say he's the Jamaican Steve Irwin, PhD student at the University of the West Indies, Damian White. John just now to tell us about the work he's been doing across Jamaica. Damian, morning, what one?
Well, I'm good, you know. You see me, I live the COVID hairstyle right now, you know.
Damian, oh, I didn't know that you do this. The amount of lizard in my house, I never sleep all in the garage and all kind of thing because why you never come to my house and get rid of them, please?
Boy, I should have enough because the other day I'm going to rescue a talking lizard and I'm going to tell the people them say melodious and I can tell you everybody came down on me on social media, you know.
Melodious?
Yeah, man. The way them sing, you know.
Lizard.
But a lot of people...
Lizard,
yes.
Lizard and melodious in the same sentence, Bridget?
Yeah, man. You know that we have some lizards that are only found in Jamaica that make us extra special. Even the croaking lizard, people call it the talking lizard overseas. So it's a very special lizard, even though a lot of us don't like it.
All right, let me go back to the top. Zoology student, where did this love of this come from? Tell me, what do you do?
All right, let me put it up. I'm from the country, so from growing up, I always like to go in the garden, grab flowers, catch lizard, love animals. So zoology is basically the study of animals. And I have this love from country. I love to be outside. You know, like some people like read book. I like to be outside, I run up and down. Lizard and all of that.
But, and I understand what you said, but when you say the study of animals, exactly what does that mean?
All right. So, all right. For example, all right, when we say study animals, we'd be like, for example, when we do bird watching, we go out in the field, we get our binoculars, we know what time they come out, we know what they eat, we know how much are there. Right? And when you get all of this information, you can use it to make decisions about the animals. So zoologists normally study animals in many ways. You have different forms of zoologists. But for now, we just leave it there.
All right. In preparing for this, a farmer in Christiana contacted me about a mystery animal that was destroying his banana trees at night. So there was a big debate on social media on what was causing the damage to the trees. So I placed cameras in the field over a period of 4 months. Every day I got a message about what could be causing the damage, such as Bigfoot, monkey, aliens. What was it in the end?
Well, that was a very tough project, I should put it, because when I said 3 months, we put the camera out there on a banana tree, and the mystery animal chose to go and eat the banana tree that the camera was. So everybody came up saying, it's terrible. We go look for Bigfoot, you name it. But the truth is, the small farmer down there was losing a lot of banana trees. I mean, one of these bananas could fetch a price of $1,500. So it was a serious problem.
Okay.
So he said at night him don't hear anything, them just drop down. So when we put out the cameras, first we see rat, we see snail, we see birds, you name it. But at the end, it was dogs who was destroying the bananas.
It was dogs?
They were So they came in the night, they weren't barking, like a pack of 4 dogs. And what happened is, when the time is hot, you like have the land snail that go down into the stem of the banana to get water, right?
Yeah. So
some of these dogs eat the land snail. So a lot of information that we got about it, because I never know about it. So when we had this big social media talk, people were like telling me, yeah, them see dog bite on the tree and them see dog go after the land snail. But I should say the farmer was a bit surprised because he said, dog do this?
But you sort him out and him all right now?
Yeah, man, him all right now, you know?
Yeah.
But we just try to put in something so the people don't hurt the dogs, you know?
Okay, great.
That's one thing we try to do when we do our work. Don't hurt the animals, you know? We have a lot of special animals in Jamaica.
It also says people have contacted me to rescue animals such as owls, crocodiles, snakes, croaking lizard, to help them get bats out of their houses, to show them how to use cameras to monitor wildlife. What was the strangest call you ever got to come to someone's house to take out something? What was the strangest insect, animal, whatever, call you got?
Well, one of the strangest one was I was called to Old Harbour Bay to rescue a big fish hawk or osprey. And when they said that it's in the community, because you know fish hawk like sea.
Right, no, I don't know.
So when they call me and say them have a fish.
No, I don't know, guys. First I even hear about fish hawk. What, go on.
Yeah, man, we have hawks that we call osprey. They're big hawks. One of our biggest hawks in Jamaica.
All right.
So I went to the house and I saw this big bird and it looking at me and I was saying, boy, how am I going to catch him now? Because one thing with wildlife, you know, they are scared of human.
Right.
So even though sometimes people think they're attack, for example, if I come out to grab you and you don't know me, you're going to defend yourself.
Right.
So I went and I don't know, I just took off my shirt and rub and grab him. And for just for a minute, the two of us look at each other and him never do anything. And then the next minute him show me why I'm named Fish Hawk.
Why?
Boy, I get some good claws and I get some good pick. But it was all fun.
So all right. So you tell me you love outdoors and stuff,
bit light, but it's okay. I just caught him a while ago.
I know you say you're an outdoor person, but have you ever been scared of anything that you've seen out there or someone call you? Have you ever been scared?
Well, let me put it this way. I've gone into swamps barefoot looking for crocodiles. I've gone in the darkest cave looking for bats. And surprisingly, sometimes when I'm outside and catch the fairies, sometimes we go on community and them say, boy, you know, maybe the community kind of dangerous, you know. So that's the only fear I have. But when it comes to animals, I mean, the crocodiles we have out here, I mean, a lot of people put that they're bad, but they're pretty cool. So when we know the animals that we're studying, I'm not really afraid of animals, except if I get one of the big spider and put them on my shoulder. Remember I was in Florida and then put one of the big black tarantula and I climb on my back and I was like, oh, Jesus, no. So the big spider.
Regine, you're afraid of a spider, but you're going to a swamp barefooted looking for a crocodile. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, you know, you always have to have somebody out there to study them, you know, because what we do a lot of research in Jamaica.
No, I accept that, and we know we need people like that, but I'm saying you were not scared of that. So why were you not scared of that, but you're scared of the spider?
That's a good question, you know. Maybe they love, or sometimes people look at me and say, boy, we're crazy. I don't know, you know, it's just a natural love. Don't get me wrong, you know. I know that these animals can do you something, but, you know, like a big fear, like going over there for a crocodile, it's like a natural thing to me. It's like getting up and taking a shower.
Whew. I wouldn't say that, but I hear you. Finally from me now, and it says I could call you and in a serious way and you come. You charge for this or you just love people and love animals? And if you say, boy, a big lizard in my house, you just come take with the lizard and go home back and say, boy, show me your bridging, yeah, right?
Well, let's put it this way. What I would say, I love animals. And most time when people call me and tell me that they have bad problem or come take this owl or they have lizard or they find a snake, they believe that I have a charge. But no, I just do it for fun. I do it because I love the animals and I like to help, you know?
So you don't charge people? You don't charge people for that?
No, I don't charge for it.
So if you come to a house and you take out the lizard, you just throw him outside or you kill him?
We do not kill the lizard. We relocate them to another area.
Relocate them.
Relocate, man. We have love for the animals. Love, no killing here.
Bridget, I'm so impressed with you. I wish you good luck in your PhD. When will that be? When do you have to hand in your thesis?
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to finish this year to defend it.
Yeah.
I can tell you, going in the field and collecting the work is the easy part. The real meat of it is sitting down and writing. Come up with the good ideas. But I mean, one of my supervisors who had, that is Dr. Vogel, who had passed, he was passionate in showing me a lot. So I want to honor by finishing the PhD to remember him because he will be happy to see where we have reached right now. I'm
sure you will finish it. I'm very impressed. Stay safe though, as much as you're going like you're Superman. Stay safe, my brethren. And look after yourself. Look after yourself, all right?
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, that's Damian White, and he's a herd, a zoology student. Quick story. Well, not a story. I saw this on social media. Well, on not social media. WhatsApp, Empress. And there's this mother, I suspect, and a true story, sitting in our couch. A little baby, probably younger than Zipporah. I'm going to get up. Who working with me? I'm going to stand up. Walks in the living room, and she's just dragging something like this. The mother is there, and she walks in, and she has something in her hand like that. You know what it was? A snake.
Oh.
Serious. A snake, and she just had the snake like this. Blank something, you know. This is like a 2-year-old child, and she's just walking with the snake in the house like this. Oh well, you know, the mother went ballistic.
The children are fearless.
No, well, if I just say that, I wouldn't be here. Me know me that pass out. You want, let me live with that snake?
Imagine what I would have...
Whew. Soon come. Stay with us.
They just...